Would you like to know how to green screen like a pro? Well, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you all the setup, all the gear, the settings on the lightings, so that you can make your green screen look its best. Okay, as my team is getting ready, I'm going to show you the paint that I use to paint the green wall. I've got it behind some of my gear here. It's not a full can. I was like lifting it like it was full. So it's actually Video Paint Chroma Key Green. Man, I love this stuff because it's super, super matte. And you put light on it and it doesn't reflect off, which is pretty cool. It absorbed light even more than I thought in that regard. I don't know if I'm using the right term. But now I'll go show you the wall. I decided to put the green screen room down here. All right, so I've got some other construction projects I'm doing on these walls, but this is the wall that I painted green screen. Now, you probably cannot tell with this camera, but the wall has some texture. And so what I did first is I had to add some plaster or whatever it's called to smooth out the wall before I could paint it green. And then you'll notice I made a mistake down there. So I covered over an outlet, but then those two outlets over there no longer worked. So I had to dig it back out, do the wiring the correct way, and then plaster it back over, and I'm going to sand it and paint that part again. Okay, go ahead and bring that camera in here, and where do you normally like to set that up in here? So we're using the wide angle lens, and we've got a wide wall here, so that should work pretty well. Generally, I want to have a lot of space behind me in the green screen, so there's not as much green reflecting back on me, so I'll be closer to the camera than I am to that wall. So let's start out. We'll turn off this light above me. We'll bring in some really nice lights to get a good even balance of light. The goal is to get this as evenly lit as possible. Now we're only filming from the waist up, so we're not so concerned about what's down lower or what's above, but we want it to be as even as possible. Okay, so clearly I don't have enough light on me. So now let's bring in the V-flats and set up the subject lights. So as you can see, we've got a couple aperture lights shining light down on our V-flats, which is reflecting really soft light back at me. So now that we got the wall lit behind me, we've got lights on me, now we can fine tune, we can do the color correction, we can just fine tune the lighting so that I look as crisp and clear as possible. So I just have a little theory that I want to test. I'm going to brighten the background, but also brighten the lights on me, and I just want to see if it makes a difference in the video. And then I'm going to take it to a dimmer level from where we are right now and just see if that makes a difference. This is only half the battle. When you take the footage into the editing software, you've got to key out the background and replace it with whatever you want. And for me, I love Final Cut Pro because it's one click and it does it automatically. In Premiere, there's several things and you've got to fine tune, adjust, and I don't know all those adjustments, so I can't do it very well. But I'm going to give this challenge to my editing team and see what they can do. So I know nothing about this, but my videographer, Melissa, just said that DaVinci Resolve is what?
It's like the coloring software.
It's the coloring software, so you should probably know that. And their free version is apparently really, really good. So that's good to know. Okay, so let's just try this, team. Let's turn up these. We're at 5%, so let's turn them up to 8. And yeah, so that's quite bright. So let's turn up, maybe go up to, I'm on 6, so I'll go up to 9. Okay, and so we normally or naturally have to turn down the ISO and probably even turn up some shutter speed. Okay, so let's just see, does that make any difference? I really don't know what the output will look like, but I'm curious to know. There's much more light in the room now, and now I want to take it down to a much lower level than we were before. So I even took it dimmer. The lights reflecting back on me and the lights on the wall behind me were all at 2%, so it's really, really dim in this room, and I just want to see, does it make any difference? Now that you know how to set up green screen like a boss, I want to show you more details about this gear and how to set up real professional lighting for YouTube. Go watch this video next.